We back again with another episode coming from Burn One, you know. Shout out to Bottom World,
Oh, yeah.
Day One Empire,
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Running Out the Money Production,
REMP.
you know.
New GTA.
The man behind the camera, video shoot, studio session, podcast, whatever you need.
Everything. He all around the board.
He all around the board. Grave, my nigga, you know what I mean? We got way more than normal up in here, you know.
Got the
Me,
whole
B.
gang
Wade,
in
Brownlee,
here, man.
you know, it's normally just us, but tonight we got a bunch of guys in here, you know what
We
I
got
mean?
everybody in here tonight. Y'all boys all right? How y'all
yeah.
doing?
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
straight?
Man.
Man, they doing good.
Yeah, man.
We all doing good. We here.
Appreciate
Who we got here, Land?
Mississippi Tone, man.
Who?
Mississippi Tone, the one and only.
Oh, yeah.
We here with him, you know what I mean? A lot of y'all know him, a lot of y'all folks know him, just ask about him. He my uncle, you feel me? So
What
I
that
ain't got
mean,
nothing
call
but
you your uncle? What
I ain't
that
got
mean?
I ain't got nothing but respect for him, bro. I seen a lot as a kid, you feel me? So
Okay.
I ain't
mean,
never
he
know
got-
I ain't
he
never
got
know
a
if I
lot
was
of
gonna
game.
see him again. Yeah, we ain't never know we were gonna see him again in the free
Right.
world. But
It's a blessing.
for the ones that don't know, he survived a life sentence, man. The judge threw 3 life sentences at him.
3 of them.
You feel me? And he back now. Tell
he
him
sitting
he
up
back.
there.
Back out here.
Who they had bit down?
Look
Look how he cocked his hat,
Look out,
though. Hey, why you laid back?
Yeah, you know, this
See how nigga tilt
my
their head?
swag. This my swag for these young brothers. You know, I've been down underwater, and I come here tonight to tell these young brothers what life is all about.
Life real.
You got to have a heart. If you ain't got no heart, you ain't got no life. And I want to tell all the young brothers in the world based on good hearts. The one that's shooting them pistols, taking them boys' lives, that ain't no heart. Stop and think yourself. And say, hey, did I take that man's life? For what reason? But if you walk by the brother and pick him up off the ground and try to help him, that'll show you have a good heart.
That's right.
Don't kick a man if you kick a dog when he's down, he'll bite you. But if you pick that dog up and walk with him, he gonna stand with you.
That's
So
right.
this is
That's
what
right.
we're doing tonight. We bring all young brothers across this land as far as my voice can be heard, that I want to be here in West Point, Mississippi, giving the people what a cold life that Mississippi town had.
You feel me?
I want to tell you people, cold. I died and come back. The good Lord brought me back.
Okay.
Right there in Talladega, Alabama. You hear me? And I'm here tonight to tell true living soul what I have experienced in my life.
Exactly.
And I'm telling you right now, it ain't no good. It ain't no good for no young brothers. Get out there and give your mom and your dad and your grandmama the respect. Show them that what they was, it ain't dead yet. It's still alive.
Yep, for sure.
And treat the world for real.
For sure.
And do your people. Start with your people. Treat them real. Give them all the love that you can.
Right.
Because one morning, you might not wake up to be give them that love.
That's right.
You hear
So-
me? You know, here just like Psalm 51 say, have mercy on me, oh God. That's what we asking for. As far as my voice can be heard, have mercy on the world.
Yep.
Because the things that's going on in this world, we need to chastise our blood that we come from.
Yeah,
I came out of the cotton patch of Willie Jim Lynn plantation. It was hard, y'all. It was so hard that all of my brothers and sisters had to go to cities and get jobs to try to value and make it for their kids. But me and my father, Eli Ord, I'm Eli Ord Jr. And we had to carry these crops out. I seen the mule. They took the mule out the field and put the cotton patch, brought the machine in to pick cotton. They took all the people that were picking cotton. They took all the mules out and brought tractors in and plied the cotton. I seen all of that. I'm probably the last one living that said they seen all this change over. I seen the world change over from a mule to a tractor. And from a person who was picking cotton in a cotton sack, the cotton picker come in and pick the cotton. That was a sight to see. And this world right here now that we live in is a cold world. This world is cold. And we asking all the brothers, as far as my word can be had, look back at your kids and what you done did for them, the good thing, and talk to them. And don't let them get out there.
Yeah,
You know, you can't help if they get out there, but always open your arm and tell them to love them and try to show them the way. It's a way outside of the way that they're doing. All they got to do is look up to the sky and call on the Almighty. He got something for you.
Amen.
And I'm a living witness.
So
I'm a card player. 3-card molly shaker. Tray ball. Shoot them dice fast and lightning. You swap them out the mouth to get a meal. And that's for real.
So let me ask you this. What age did you really start getting into the cotton field? How far back can you remember?
I was 7 years old. I was a big boy. I was a big, tall kid. Looked like I was healthy when I was coming up. And I looked like an older guy, but I wasn't no more than 9 or 10 years old. But I was big. And all of my people tell you I was big. And when the time come to pick that cotton, go get that mule wagon and haul that cotton to the gin, I was there for my daddy. I was there for him. I had brothers, moved on. Most all of my brothers are dead now. But I stuck with my daddy. I didn't leave him. I stuck with him until everything was over with. Till the mules come out the field and let the cotton pickers came in. And we didn't have too much to do. But I had my boss, our boss, who named Willie Jim Leland. He had the cotton gin still running. And one day that I said, Mr. Willie, that's what I call him. I said, I want to go to school. This is what the man tell me. Oh, you don't need to go no school. You don't need that. And I, right to this day,
You believed.
I can't read or write. But you know what? I don't feel bad about a couple of can't read or write because I got sense in this head from traveling across country, doing things that put money in my pocket. I'm known all over the world. Benton Harbor, Michigan, Chicago, Rock Island, Illinois, Davenport, Iowa, all through the works, Florida, Pensacola, Fort Walton Beach. I was down there all through there. And
Well, hold on. I got a question.
okay,
You ain't never go to school at all?
I went to about the 3rd grade and I didn't go back no more. You hear me lying? You hear me? Because my old boss man had plenty of money, and he used to put that money in my pocket, buy me them tennis shoes out of the family store, out of the grocery store, where you eat. And I listened to him. I don't need school. I made the biggest mistake in the world when I did not get my education.
Let me ask you this here. So you saying you can't read or write, but how you just wrote a book, right?
I wrote a book, but I had a friend that was in the penitentiary with me. They called him Twin. He was out of Kansas City, Kansas. He had a brother named Twin. Me and him used to talk. And I told him one day, I said, man, I got a story in a book that I can tell. He said, I tell you what. He said, I'll type it up. He said, I'll write it. He said, I want you to come to my room every day and sit down. He said, I'm going to write this book for you. I went to his room every day. I was living upside. I was living in, I was in Pollock, where the bloodshed. I seen blood. People lose their lives. But he was none of my business. I didn't get involved. I know all the boys. I know the good people. Brian Crenshaw, GF, GD, Raheem. I know all them people. We were selling right side of one another. As a matter of fact, they ain't the bad guys that the people say they is. They was good guys. One day, I had a quarrel with DC. I fought 4 of them by myself.
Solo.
And the police came and broke it up. So GF, Brian Crenshaw, he said, hey, he went to him and told him, he said, you see the man gonna fight now. Leave that man alone. I never had another minute of problem in the penitentiary till this day to this. When Crenshaw spoke, people label these people as bad people, but these people ain't no bad people. These good people. Right. Because he had, you know what? He got them peoples off of me. I never have a problem out of no more in life. And I just want to tell the world about Larry. All these people play a part in the world of keeping folks safe. My cousin Jeff Ford, he out there. He been doing time a long time, but that's still my blood, and I love him to this day. And I want to give everybody a chance to ask me questions that want to ask me questions.
All right, it took me a minute back here. That's when I was staying with grandma. She was it was some years ago. They had a segment on BET showing this TV show called American Gangster, right? And one day, she was like, they had showed Jeff Fort on TV. I'm glad you brought that up. And they had showed Jeff Fort on TV. He the one that created the
Stones.
he created the Stones in Chicago.
Right.
All right. So my grandmama, she was in there cooking or washing dishes or whatever. She walked into the living room while I was watching TV, and she was like, "I know him." I'm like, "Grandma, you don't know that man. You don't know nothing about that man. That man from way up there in Chicago." She's like, "Man, that man is not from no Chicago. He is from Aberdeen, Mississippi." And I did not believe her until maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 years later. She had told me that we are related to D. Jeff Ford.
Right.
Ain't he in he in ADX or something like that? And he locked up.
He in Marion, in Supermax somewhere. Marion. He up there somewhere.
Somewhere Colorado somewhere.
Yeah, he up there.
But I ain't believe her until she actually said that. Now I say that to ask you this now. Now, how close are we, our family, to Jeff Ford?
Real close. Jeff's mother was married a Ford. A lot of people don't know that. His mother's name ain't Gertie. And she was right there in Aberdeen, Mississippi, right on the corner by the baseball field. And I used to go there and talk to her every day. We had good conversations. She loved me to death. And I got locked up right after she passed. And other things started happening in my life. I started doing things that I shouldn't have did, but I never did. Take a man's life. I wouldn't do that. I never would have the courage I could have had, but I chose not to. And that's what I'm telling you young brothers right now. Don't take a life, give a life. Because that same man, that life you take, he might be able to save you.
That's right.
And that's what that's what our black community got to stand on.
Right.
And get our youngsters and gear to do right and stand for what's right. And I'm asking all of them, everywhere, pull together and make this world a better world for our kids. Let them be able to walk to the store again and get them some candy instead of might get shot before they get back. You know what I mean? This what we doing right here in Westport, Mississippi. We trying to make this town better than what it was.
Say, I heard you early on in the beginning. You were saying about how you probably 6, maybe 7. You was working in the cotton fields, along Granddaddy.
Right.
For y'all don't know, that's my uncle too. All right. So, at what point of your life, at that age, you had got to you, your brother Rabbit, and TC, like at what point of your life you was like, you know what? Forget this him. I'd have had enough. I got to do something else. At what age you was at that time when you had your mind made up that you want to branch off and doing other stuff?
Well, I got to say this here. We got to start back here and say, I had a brother named Uzzo. That was my oldest brother. He got killed one night, and
You knew about the AJ? You knew about him?
he got killed. That's my oldest brother. And this was back in the days. This was way back in the days.
For our born?
Way before you was born. I wasn't no more than 6 or 7 years old. Eight, maybe have been 7 years, 6 years old. Oh. And they drove to the gate and called my father to the door, to the gate. The boss man, the owner of the plantation, told me. He told my father. He said, "Uzzo is dead." I will never forget that night, the long day I live. And my father had to struggle back to that house and tell us our oldest brother had got killed. I was a little nosy youngster. I was listening to everything. I paid attention to it when I heard the horn was blown to call my father to the door, to call him to the gate, when he told him. And I was right there when all of it unfolded. I loved my brother to death. He's my oldest brother. And I got another brother that was in Bodine. They branched off, all of them branched off and went to Ben Harbor, Michigan. Yeah. And Bodine died in Michigan in the penitentiary. Yeah, he died in the penitentiary.
How old were they when they passed?
Bodine was about, at this time, Bodine was about 60. About 60.
Okay.
Nah.
60 years old.
I didn't know that about Bodine. Now I knew about his passing, but I didn't know where he was when he passed. Now
He was in 4000 Cooper Street, Jackson, Michigan.
Jackson, Michigan.
Jackson.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, like, what did he do to wind up in prison?
Now, you know, the truth got to be told here.
True that.
This girl was in love with him, and he was trying to break off to quit messing with her. So she told the authority that my brother tried to mess with her daughter, and she got him time for that. He died in prison for that. You know what I mean? But you know, when you play with fire burns.
That's right.
He was playing with fire and didn't even know it. I can see the woman in my face right now, my vision.
So you was a kid and you
No,
saw all that.
I saw my brother. I was there in Ben Harbor. See, I had left home at an early age. me and two of my cousins, U.V. Rowe and Fletcher Murdoch, Mac Murdoch.
I know him.
Mac doing real good now.
Yeah.
He doing real good now. He preached and he doing real good. And a couple of days after I got out of prison, I ran up on him. Me and him had a long talk. And Mac is a different person. And he's a different person. He's a real good guy.
Yeah.
He got his family. He's doing good.
Right.
And I was glad to see things to change. But that's what happened to me. Me and him, and we wrote. And we slipped off
I got my light.
and went to Chicago with our cousin, Linda Doss, them, you know, all the Dosses, son, all of them. It was a couple of them came down for a visit, and we slipped off and went back up there with them.
So y'all just got in the car.
Yo, we had a Pontiac that his sister had gave him. We drove that car. We went all the way. We supposed to be trailing them folks to Memphis.
Right.
But we wound up going all the way to Chicago.
And how old y'all were?
Man, we was I was about 20, 25.
So was that around the time you had kind of quit the cotton field then, or they was waiting?
Yeah,
for
I had stepped out the cotton field.
Okay.
I had stepped all the way out the cotton field.
So you on your way to Chicago.
I'm on my way to Chicago.
What happened?
Supposed to been head to Memphis.
Supposed to be going to Memphis, turn right at Memphis, come back home. That was
Head to
supposed to be it.
Chi-Town.
But it got good too.
Yeah.
We couldn't go back. We didn't go back. And we went all the way to Chicago. And I met a lot of interested people in Chicago. It was a guy there that lived right across the street from my cousin. Mr. Taylor. He had a store. He from right here in West Point, Mississippi. That's where he was from. And he took a liking to me. And I used to go talk to him every day. And he had a son named John. Me and John got real tight. And later on in the game, something happened to John. I don't know, and I can't speak on it because I don't know. All I know is he got killed. You know, and I was all the way up in Rock Island. I had went to Rock Island, came back through there. You know, I was traveling, shooting dice, playing that 3-card to Molly. You know, everywhere I stop, I'm gonna get me 200 or 300 and get on down the road. Because you know, when you put that money on a nigga, if he catch you, your ass gonna get that money up. You got to hit and ride.
Where you learn
Oh, so you gotta hit it and ride.
Where you learn that 3 card?
Yeah.
Where you learn it at?
My brother, Rabbit, My brother Booty Rabbit. That's my brother.
Rest in peace to my Uncle Rabbit.
Rest in peace, Uncle
He
Ray.
gone. He died and gone. And one thing about my brother, he knew me very well. When I got all them life sentences, he said, man, my brother coming home one day. And I met some guys here. When they seen when I got back, he said, man, your brother told me that you was coming home. I said, man, it wasn't easy. I said, I had to do what was right.
He told me that too.
I had to turn my life over. I had to go to God.
Right.
God brought me off the dying bed in Talladega, Alabama, through them doors when my two sisters came to pick me up. And I got in the car with one of my niece's husband. And when I got in the car was going down the road, looked like the whole road was closing up. I was hollering all the way there. The world just wasn't right no more.
Yeah.
So Pimp J, like you said, go ahead.
Well, how long you have been gone?
23 and a half years. 23 and a half years.
To the people watching, let them know where you just come from.
From Talladega. From Talladega, Alabama. That's where I came from. And right now, I made a promise to God. Last year, it was the year before that, on New Year's Eve, I said, Lord, I'm turning my life over to you. I'm giving my life to you.
Now,
And I went to, we had those earphones, earbuds, thing you put on at night. One night, I was laying in my bed. I'd never forget the longest day I lived. The radio was on a Christian station. It was in Riverside, Talladega. They played good Christian stations there in Riverside. Now you can check this out. You'll see that I ain't lying about nothing I said. It's a preacher come on that radio. And I was laying there and listening to him. He said, I got something I got to say to somebody. He said, somebody out there, at the tone of my voice, he said, God told me to tell you what you've been waiting on for a long, long time. He says, it's almost there. It's almost there.
so all right. So what you doing 23 and a half years in the penitentiary?
I was doing
okay,
life.
you was doing life. All right.
I was doing 3 life sentences.
3 life sentences.
But I had brought 23 and a half to the
All
door.
right. Okay. So do you still? How can I ask this? Do you still feel like you institutionalized to a certain degree? Like some of the stuff you did in prison is some of the same stuff you do at home. You find yourself doing?
When I ride in a car sometimes, I get nervous. It make me nervous. And
To it.
to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But as I go, now here's some brothers here have took me to they know. I got one sitting right inside of me right now. I'm gonna get you there, man. Man, slow this car down.
Going too fast.
Going too fast. That was the way, because I wasn't used to this here.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But my young nephew, stuck with me.
Right.
They come every day. Uncle, what you want? I got both of them sitting right inside of me.
So,
That's right. And they are some good boys. They some good young brothers, and they got some more good young brothers here. We got some young
Right.
brothers here on their way.
For sure.
They're on their way now.
so check
And-
this out. You leave home. You're supposed to be going to Memphis. But
Detour to shot
you
time.
ended up in Illinois. What happened from there?
Well,
That's a good question.
my first cousin was a cash checks, and she was damn good.
Right.
So I want to know how she did it. She said, now you got to get back or you don't know how to do this. I said, just let me see how you do it. Okay. She wouldn't let me see it like that because you know what? She had much love for me. She didn't want me to get off into that. But I didn't get that. They shooting craps up into the alley. Mr. Taylor had a brother that named Hot Rod. Hot Rod never had a crap game. I was one of the luckiest young ones you ever seen in your life. I went right in that alley and broke them people on straight love. Now this before I learned anything about shooting crooked dice.
Right.
You hear me? And I did that around in Chicago. Had a pretty good old living. And one day, I said, I'm going to Ben Harbor, Michigan. where my people at. So I went on up there. And I stayed up there. I went to jail up there. I got into some shit up there. And I came back home. My brother had the game down pat.
We won.
Booty rabbit. They called him Booty Rabbit.
Booty Rabbit was a bad man.
God rest his soul.
The train will roll.
Look at him. The man sat me down and gave me the game. You see these 3 cars right here? This was our life. We rode from city to city, shaking that 3-car model.
The 3 card.
And we had to, most of the time we had to run up, we had to leave running to get away. But my brother Rabbit was a smooth talker.
Oh yeah, he was
A smooth talker. He'll say, hey man,
real smooth.
I don't know who that fella was, but you need to catch him and kill him. And he said, so which way he went? Which way he went? You know what way my brother said? Yonder way. I bet he laying in the back seat of the car. My brother Rabbit get on that car and crank it up and get on waiting there. But we done got what we need to eat off.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
let transition. Okay, from the cotton field, what was the 3 card? Was the 3 card the money? Was that the first? Like, was that y'all first start into hustling?
This is what I did. I had to come back home. I had to go. I went to Ben Harbor and stayed there some years. Then I came back home. Rabbit had all that down. Rabbit taught me.
Right.
He taught me what to do.
Who started hustling first? You or Rabbit?
Rabbit did.
And that was y'all first hustle.
No, Rabbit could shoot them crap around that corner. You could call it. And Rabbit would keep you laughing all day and all night. Rabbit had some stories he could
Man,
tell
that's
you.
crazy.
Boy, let me tell you something.
I think what everybody really want to know is how did you even get into hustling? Period. Like where did that come from? Hustling.
My brother Rabbit, he
When
gave
you,
me the game.
when you got back.
When I come back to Mississippi,
So overall, gambling was the first stop to y'all. Like that's the first thing that the hustle y'all had.
that's the first
gambling.
one we had.
Right.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what kind of gambling it was. Y'all was on it.
We was on
That
it
was
and
the
know
first
how to
stop.
play it. We could play it because he was a guy came to Mississippi. Rabbit knew this guy. They called him Boone. He was out of Memphis, and he was up around the pool hall. Back in years and years ago, they had a pool hall in Memphis, and that's where my brother and them met this guy. And they come back to Mississippi, and they played that red card all over the state of Mississippi. These boys made money, and I got the game from them. And I said, well, I know my own spot. I'm finna
Right.
hit my own spot. I go back to Ben Harbor.
Yeah.
Oh, you
take the show on the road. Yeah,
road.
yeah, you took the show. That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, what led you
You
on
know
the
what? But
road?
all
with?
us, no matter what happened, we stayed in contact with each other.
Right.
So when I run across something was too big, I call my brother. Hey man, they doing it here. But when I was in Ben Harbor,
doing it.
Yeah. Hey, that mean get here though. Get here.
but I'm gonna tell y'all about some players, real players in Ben Harbor. Redbird, Cold Man, Baby Dog, cold crap players. But it was good. Me and Redbird was real tight. And Redbird lost his life. And out there in Indiana.
Did he too get killed?
He was people out the window. I'm gonna tell you the time he got killed there, but you know, it's been a long time. Right outside of Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, Indiana. He was peeping out the window, and the folks, they come by with a drive-by. Got shot in the head and killed him. Killed him. He lost his life.
And that was your partner.
It was somebody that I looked up to in Ben Harbor.
Were they shooting at him?
No. It was just shooting.
That's shoot.
That's shooting. They got him.
Yeah, but he was peeping out the window. He was trying to get out of the way. He was peeping out the window. Pow, hit a bullet hit him in the head.
Dang.
Dang.
Very unlucky.
Yeah. But he was a good guy.
Right.
Redbird used to be at the house with us. He'll sit there with us all day and all night. And Redbird was a good. His folks had money, right there in Ben Harbor.
So y'all leave Mississippi. You get up there with them, and you started just gambling.
Study gambling.
Okay.
Study gambling.
At what point did like the
Did the other side of it come in effect?
Okay,
Like,
you
when
went
did you
from
get in the
gambling to
streets
what?
with it?
I went to gambling. I met a nigga named Charles Perry. And Michigan Red. Charles Perry was a good man, but he was a crazy man.
Right.
Red, Michigan Red. He was out of Hammer in Louisiana. He was a good man, but they had their own way.
Right.
These were big boys.
Right.
Big boys. Had stacks of money.
They older than you?
Yeah, they was older than me. Stacks. And they let me in.
What year they was?
Oh man, that was around 70. I left. I went to Ben Harbor around 70. When them Eldorado Barrettes came out, I had been to Ben Harbor and came back and went out in Rock Island.
So what you late 20s then?
I was in my 25, 26.
And you already was around guys who had stacks of money. When you call stacks of money, what is stacks of money?
These people had stacks of money. Had money hid on the wall.
Ain't no limit on it.
Wasn't no limit. None. Just that no unlimited. What that record label
Yeah,
name?
no that peak.
No limit.
Yeah, no limit. Ain't no limit
no
on
limit
it.
money. You had and then nobody know these people had this kind of money.
Man.
They let me in. I
Right.
seen this money.
So now it's time to soak up the
Charles
game.
Perry was a good nigga, but he was crazy. He was a good man. I slept in his house, drove his Cadillacs, both his Eldorado. I think Charles. I think I asked some folks right after I got out. I talked to some guys who was out of Ben Harbor, and they said, Charles, I think Charles did. Yeah. He had a little boy named Chuck, and I think Chuck took over the legacy of Charles. Charles was out of West Memphis, Arkansas.
So how Charles and them just, we're gonna let him in, you know? So how you feel like?
What made them let you in sit at the table?
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
That shows the trust.
That
Yeah.
you had a way, you had a house.
I was ripping them niggas' ass wide open.
Right.
3 cards.
And he said, man, his old nigga out of Mississippi on y'all shaking that.
He
doing
sharp.
that card trick, he sharp. He breaking every
sharp.
nigga get out in front of him. So I met Charles. Me and Charles got real tight. Real tight.
You
Charles
break him?
was real- No.
Nah, he said wasn't no limit on that money.
He wasn't no limit. Charles, me and Charles used to sit down that night and talk late. Charles was a real good, kind-hearted folk, but he was a damn fool. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And he gonna grab that pistol. But me and Charles never did have a mumbling word. A mumbling word. Me and him then, he had that marijuana tall as anybody in the wood. And he kept, man, the man had bales of money. But he always trusted me.
Yeah.
I could stay in his house, and me and Michigan Red, when I met Michigan Red, I met him at the crap table. After I was sure enough ready. My brother, I was sure enough ready with them crap. Now I got a couple of my real homeboys now. There was Benny, hold your hand up, Benny. Esau, where you at? Them boys right there. All those we come from the same little old patch around, all those kin folks. And these boys were real good, and they know what I'm telling them. They know it before I even say it because they was around and seen the action go down.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you met them guys.
Yeah.
When did you pick up your first pack? Was it a pack? Was it a load? You know what I mean?
Back then, marijuana was a thing. You know, a nigga could get him a pound of marijuana and get him a dime bag house and make a killing. Charles was the marijuana man. Red was the marijuana man. And they were doing the same thing, but they kept peace among themselves, man. They kept peace. Red was a crap shooter, but I could play. I could shoot him. I could shoot him so good it was pitiful. And I broke him. I broke Red. And Red throwed in and said, man, I can't beat you. He said, man, he's messing with me, man. Come on, ride with me. I said, you know what, man? I said, what me and you were talking about a while ago, that marijuana. I said, I know some people that mess with that real big. And we started riding and hustling.
There you go.
There you go.
They kicked it off.
That kicked it off.
Right at that table.
Right.
Yeah.
Red kicked it off big.
So
Red, excuse me. Red had so much money, he had to put it in the walls of his house.
No.
And then nobody never did know that money was there for me and him.
so
That's being loyal to
Yeah.
somebody to bring you in. Go ahead.
So me guys like how now if we were to just kick off a crap game, that's how you really met most of the guys. you start doing business with.
That's right. That's right.
So how you just were going from city to city gambling,
I went from city to city gambling for
state to state.
state to state. But my you know where the picker was real good at? Devonport Island, right across the street from Rock Island. That's where I caught my first one, my first hoe, right there.
See, at the
So
time,
what
y'all
you
see,
was
y'all,
pimping?
y'all ain't really have cell phones and nothing like that back
Nothing.
then. Like how you was even able to get to them certain places, word of mouth like that? Like,
Kinfolks, I had kinfolks in them towns.
okay.
Now, how I had left Ben Harbor and came back home. So I was ready then. I had got my shoes on right then.
Right.
So my cousin named Willie C. Jim Rib Haven. If you think I'm lying, Google Jim Rib Haven. And it'll tell you, oh, Jim Rib Haven was a powerful man. My cousin married Jim. He started going with Jim's daughter. Now my cousin, he owned the business because the rest of some of the people died. And he got it. He got it right now. He's doing real good. And that's who carried me to Rock Island. That's who carried me to Rock Island.
You said so. You saying you caught your first prostitute in
Shooting craps. I broke every nigga got down in Rock Island. Got down.
So
My
so
name
you
was-
started pimping when you got the
Let me tell you what happened.
album.
Yeah, when I got up in Rock Island, I shook that red card, that 3 card, the monitor. Here it is right here. I played it real big, boy. I was playing. I could play it. Back then, hey, I had old stuff. I had old project. My old cousin named Roger Bowen, dead and gone. And I'm probably about the only one left.
Oh, what about the greedy pig then?
Now the pig, I wasn't that good with it. I'm not gonna lie to the world, but Roger could play it all. He hit them cards fast as down to the table.
Yeah, I remember Rocky.
Yeah. So Roger was a guy. He bleed in what he bleed in, but he did what he wanted to do. But he was a heck of a good guy.
Okay, so you go from shooting crap to catching a woman, and now you
called
went
the
to
pack. You remember
now you
everybody with the Perry boy now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now you went to the pimping.
I went to the pimping after Willie C came back, after I come back to Mississippi. And my cousin Willie C that got hooked up with Jim Rib Haven daughter. I went back to Rock Island with him. I had my craps in one pocket, my cars in the other. So it's a little town, there's a little project up there they call the Arctic Coast. Them niggas used to be everywhere up there, shooting dice, playing with all over the street. I went through there and broke all them niggas that 35. All of them, all for
Broke everybody.
Look here, man. They loved it, them gals and people loved me. I got real famous in that time. And when I just went to shoot craps. And you know, when you're playing them craps real good, your name travels.
They do.
So my baby mama named Patty. So I had a 69 Wildcat.
What Patty was from?
She was from right there. She was from Bendorf, Iowa.
Okay.
And so Patty she had been everywhere.
Wait, that's the one you got the daughter from.
That's where I got my daughter now,
Okay.
right now.
All right. Okay, I know who you talking about now.
Patty was married to a nigga, left that nigga, another nigga caught her, and I caught her at a prime. She was pretty,
Fine.
ready,
Y'all always catch them like that.
and she was a flatbacker and a stripper. You know what I'm saying? And she was ready.
Hold on,
What she was?
what is a
What she was?
A flatbacker.
You know what that is?
Flatboy was. They lay flat on her back and throw a leg. Oh man! And let me tell you something. Oh, she was good. She was good with it. Oh man, we used to sit there sometime, man. I used to go home. She'd say, and I'm gonna tell you how I caught her. Let me go to the part. Tell you how I caught her. I had broke everybody around in Rock Island, so I was up in the crap house one night. I had got tired, so I come downstairs. She was laying she was sitting in the middle of my hood, and then it was a '69 Wildcat Buick. She was sitting right straddling the hood
On her back.
sitting back like this in. I said, hey, baby, what's going on with you? She said, you Mississippi Tom? I said, the one and only Mississippi Tom. And she said this here. She said, I chose you. Man, I didn't even, listen, man, I didn't even know what chosen mean.
They chosen though.
Yeah, she chosen. So look at her. So I said, well, come on, come on. I said, come on, ride. She said, I'm gonna go with you. I'm going with you. So we jumped in that old Buick. And I had the Buick parked right beside the building. We jumped in that little Buick. They had a little hotel down on 9th Street. And me and her went on to the hotel. We went on to the hotel. Young man, I rode on that raw the road. and I'm just telling you the reason. You want the fact, don't you? She was a pretty white girl.
Pretty.
And plus, you know, I've been all right everywhere. I wasn't messing with too many pretty white women back then.
Right.
Oh, she was pretty.
Oh, she a white?
Yeah. And your mama. That's my daughter, mama.
I didn't know she had white.
Angel had white.
I didn't know that.
Angel mother was cold-blooded white. I got
I didn't
pictures
know
of
that.
it.
AJ, you knew that? Yeah. I didn't know that. I gotta look at AJ because AJ be doing
She
everything.
came,
AJ know everything.
Look, when I went to prison, she came back to Mississippi. Patty came back to Mississippi and asked me, and she come to the penitentiary at Pollock. You know what I told her?
The mama did.
Yeah. I say, my mom, my daughter and her. See, I'm going to tell you who found me. I seen it on Maury Poker. Angela was trying to find her daddy. Yeah.
You'll look good.
I was just asking you about that earlier.
Yeah, she
I
you
know
know, and she called out, but she didn't really get the understanding. And my counselor told me that somebody was calling, but I'm gonna tell you how she really found me. She called the Prairie, and she remembered Prairie, Mississippi. She called Reverend. Do y'all know who Reverend Oil is? J.P. Oil.
I know Reverend J.P. Oil. Yeah, I know
called,
J.P. Yeah.
She got her Reverend J.P. phone number, and J.P. wife answered the phone, and they asked her, said, "Do y'all know a Tom Moore?" And J.P. wife said, "Yeah, I know him." Said he in prison. And they talked about this and talked about that. So my daughter, all of them came to visit. They called out there. I put them on my visit list in Pollock. They came to see me. And her mama wanted to come back to me then. But this is what I told her, young blood. I said, you know, you ran off. I couldn't do nothing with you then. How in the world you think I'm gonna do something with you? And I'm in prison.
Look out,
She said, no, I'm gonna come down here. I said, no, you ain't. Go on back where you're gonna do. That's just what I told her.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, she went back up there and got married. She doing real good. She doing real good.
Married, she already married.
Let me.
Pollock was where you was last locked up at?
No, Pollock was where I first went to. That's where all the killing was there.
Let me ask you this. You know, like you said, your brother introduced you to gambling,
Right.
all this and that. Did you ever introduce any of your brothers to pimping?
My brother was the square nigga you'll see in your life. He was square as a pool table, was twice as green.
No.
I believe.
I love my brother. I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you what happened. My brother came to Rock Island and found me.
No. Which
on.
one? Booty
Blue
Rabbit.
Rabbit, yeah.
Okay.
Blue Rabbit coming.
He had to see what's on the float.
My brother came through that town clean as all broke up, a broke dick dog. Clean. But I'm getting money with that red card, and Patty was down on one corner knocking them out. I'm knocking them out.
That going down.
Knocking them off.
Knocking them off.
Was that your only hope?
I showed and asked her how many you had in the stable.
Did you grow into prostitute?
Yes.
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you this here, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Patty gonna run off every woman come fool
Oh
me.
man.
Yeah, but you know I had my ways. I was getting that much quiet.
Hey,
Quiet, boy.
what Booty Rabbit do when he came down there?
Come down and caught the bad and went on the stroll.
No.
No
She was a
man.
clipper. She was dragged.
What's a clipper?
You go in them pockets and get that pocketbook.
The stroll for everybody that don't know.
Yeah.
Let them know what the stroll is.
That's where all the girls walk. Them tricks ride the stroll looking for them.
The whole straw.
So everybody who don't know what the stroll, cause I ain't know what the stroll was.
I did.
I ain't gonna lie, talking to these older niggas,
I did.
they
Got their lingo.
They got their own lingo.
Oh, yeah.
Because one of the guys right here, he was just telling us how they used to shoot their weight. And we thinking they throwing weight. We thinking they talking about weight
You
like,
talking about that age?
yeah. Go he talking about.
Loaded dice.
Cricket dice?
Loaded.
Loaded dice.
Loaded dice?
Yeah,
I ain't know that.
Yeah.
Tell them how you tell them about go into that a little bit. Go into a little bit of how y'all used to
I
shoot.
mean, you know, you can't get a game up. You know, I know, but I'm gonna tell you this right. If you sat down in front of me and shot dice, ain't no telling what I might not put on when you got it. I put it to you like that because the game may be sold, and never be told.
You feel me? But listen, man.
And I can't get a game.
I wanna-
You know what I mean? I got that part there. I got to keep that on my head.
Hey, listen.
Now,
Then what I want to know.
And I'm a child of God now. I don't do none of that no more.
But you
Everybody
still ain't
down
finna
here,
tell it.
I can't tell that.
Man,
All
man.
right. Let's fast forward. Let's fast forward to the 80s real quick. All right.
Yeah.
So in the 80s, it was a whole new epidemic that came out here, right? So can you tell me, like, at that point, like from the time that you was doing what you was doing with the marijuana until the 80s began, like, how did you get introduced to, you know, what that particular decade like contributed, like
So-
the 80s?
So bring the marijuana in.
When they
How you
care
trans-
nothing about the marijuana.
How they
Trail Street.
how they
Type
trans-
Okay.
How you transition from marijuana to what they brought into the 80s? That particular
This
decade.
is what I did.
Fuck it, we just gonna call it like
I had my brother Rabbit, my brother Booty Rabbit.
Again, rabbit.
Yeah, Rabbit and a Virgin Kirby. Virgin Kirby, ride, slick, stayed clean, and did what he wanted around here in West Point. And so he was an old Caucasian man, had all the marijuana right here in Mississippi. I had an uncle. He rested, God bless his soul. He dead and gone. And so he told my brother Rabbit, the connect. See, I knew about the gang. I knew about the marijuana gang real tough. So this is what they did. Him and Virgil went out there and found Cleo, and they wouldn't let me find out where they got it from. I went to Cleo. I said, Cleo, I said, man, what the man they with all this stuff, man? Cleo was my old uncle. Old, hard working man, milk cows every day of his life. And he pull off the boot. When he pulled his boots off, you had to get out around him because he was cutting up. But I didn't care. I loved that man. I loved my uncle, man. I loved my uncle. I loved my uncle real good. And Cleo said, well, I told them folks they should have gave you that pack. He just said that stuff because the rabbit don't know what to do with it. Virgil took the pack and jacked it off.
Oh, man.
And the boys didn't get the money. The white boy, the boy that was had it didn't get
Right.
the money. So I went back and to get in with them. The white boy was shell shocked. And so I kept on and I kept on. I met another bunch of white boys, but I can't call these boys' names because most of them dead, but one or two of them still living. And the police didn't get them then, and I'm not gonna open no door for them to get them now.
Right.
And I was getting we made long hauls, brought it in, I rode with it, all up in Indianapolis, everywhere. Now there was a shrewd white boy, him, and he got trapped. But he didn't get trapped with me, he got trapped through somebody else. Yeah. And he doing real good. He on that coast somewhere. He doing real good. I asked about it every now and then.
So that's how you went from
marijuana. That's when I left after I came back home, and I left Red now. I knew what Colombian Redbud was, Colombian Gold, but didn't nobody else know what it was.
What was it?
It was that killer weed. Killer. So the old white man them had it. They had it. They had this weed, but Virgil and my brother didn't know what it was. They went right down there on Carter Street and sold that stuff for about $80 or $90 a pound. Right then, the weed was selling for $400 a pound.
Man.
They
They
gave it away to pay.
Let me ask you. Let me say something. Let me ask
Go
you.
ahead.
Like when you, of course, you know I'm a little older than you guys.
Yeah.
So your transition from when you came back to town to Carter Street, right?
Yeah.
And I know you've been everywhere, all across the
All
United
over
States.
the
But
That's right.
tell us a little bit about your experience, like on Carter Street versus you in other cities or whatnot, and the people that actually in our city that you knew and dealt with, and and how Carter Street was.
Carter Street was a street gonna put that paper in your pocket. It's a bunch of Carter Street. You can get out there. You can push them. You can push them down bag all day long. You gonna come up with your 1,500.
Well, my dad out there.
That was my pocket. That was my dog.
Carter Street right here in West Point,
Right
by the
there,
way.
West Point. Yeah,
Carter Street is one of the streets in West Point.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
people used to come from all over there to get that marijuana, and then the cocaine gang was introduced too.
All right, what part of the 80s the cocaine game came in?
The cocaine came in
I mean,
79.
79.
cocaine
79.
was already out. The
That was he, but
Yeah.
crack.
He said he got
Cocaine.
to do 79.
cocaine was here. It was shooting. But the crack came back later on when they started learning how to cook it up. It came later because all the boys, all of them used to lock up in them houses and fall out of in there.
But look, check this out. Just talk about Carter Street for a brief second, or or how it was,
What you experienced.
what
you
you
can
seen.
get whatever you want. You can get killed down there, or you can get any kind of whatever you needed. He was there,
That's raw.
and you had a good club back in the back there, and you could get whatever you need right there on Carter Street.
Was Gino's still up at the time back there?
Gene?
Gino's.
Yeah. First name was a pool shooter.
They said,
Yeah.
Gino, Mad.
a lot of these guys,
say?
they
I
said,
said Gino,
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah,
they,
man,
they,
all
they
over
said
there.
that Carter Street was like a Black Wall Street, like it was.
Oh,
It probably was.
that
bro,
was
if
a
you really
business
think
street.
about it.
That's where the Black Brothers came up at.
Like we
On
came
Carter
up,
Street.
we came
Came
up,
up.
man. We came up right there on Carter Street.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we hear a lot of stories. I'm younger, but we hear a lot of stories. My mama, my dad, all of them came up down there. You had it's like a Black Wall Street, man. You had the cafe, you had the cleaners, you had the prayer opportunity.
Yeah, all of them right there.
Our granddad on the club up on the top
Yeah.
top hill, R.P. Bobby Disney.
Yeah.
Luke Lounge, so we hear a lot of stories about it, but it feel better,
coming from
especially when you hear a name that you always heard of, no matter the story. It's that that was brought up.
He gonna come. His name gonna come up.
The man that built the legend,
not in the bad way.
Mississippi
That's
Tone.
my way.
Mississippi Tone.
Because when we
love, you know what I'm saying?
when guys like me and him, when we ride down Carter Street, we don't see the same thing. That's why, like, I asked you, like, what was it really like? Because if you go down Carter Street right now, it ain't nothing over there.
I went through there. I dropped my head. I looked around, seen everything moving like it used to be. I seen all the boys.
Is it a lot of stuff missing from Carter Street?
Ain't nothing on it.
Everything.
Yeah, you know everything missing. Ain't nothing on it.
I'm almost 50
The
years old.
barbershop
I
gone.
seen all that stuff.
The barbershop tore down. And the one thing that whoever
Oh,
got
it
in the
was a
church.
barbershop over there.
Yeah.
It sure was.
Yeah.
It sure was.
Gene, their Sykes brother, Gene Sykes, had the barbershop.
It sure was barbershop.
Who brought you through Carter Street?
Harry.
Who brought me through Carter? Virgil Curry.
Virgil Curry must
And
be
my
a
brother.
bad boy.
Virgil was a bad boy back
I'm
in the day.
gonna ask you about a guy I was hearing you talk about like yesterday and the day. You kept saying hook, like you remember? Who you was saying hook or something?
Hook Carter Street.
Hook or some. He was saying somebody named Hook or something.
Hooker.
Hooker. Hooker had to be a bad boy. Where you had some of the
Back in the day, he wore this shit.
Oh, you gonna hear some story about Hooker from now on? 'Cause Hook was something else. Hook gonna get his money.
Who was Hook?
Man, I done forgot Hook folks.
Hunter.
Hunter, there you
Yeah,
go.
Hunter?
That's right, the Hunter. Now this brother here, he was me and him. He was there around.
You know him too.
Yeah.
I didn't know Hook was
No.
about 6, 7.
To everybody watching, Marco was up here. They're my cousin. We all family. Everybody in here family. It ain't no. Everybody in here family. This just our uncle. That's what we gonna call like it is. Everybody know him. Everybody look up to him. But Marco was there like when he was having a dip from Carter Street to run to their mama backyard.
Oh
And
yeah,
she
the police
talk
used to
about
run
it to
me.
this day.
The police used to run me like a hound, like a hound. When it, look. Cause see, you know, people gonna tell the police who was doing this and who was doing that. Oh, they ran me so long until when I caught my first dime bag sale. Man, do you know the people gave me 3 years for one dime bag or one joint of marijuana?
3 years.
One joint gave me 3 calendar
Strong.
years for one joint right there on Carter Street.
Man.
3 years.
They want you bad.
Bad. You know what the judge said? You know what the knockout agent told the judge? He said, if we don't get it now, you'll never get it.
Hey, it's a sight.
Yeah,
to see,
but
man.
you know what? It's a sad story, but because they come back and knock my head off.
All right.
Man.
Yeah.
So look, let's just graduate from Carter Street
Okay.
right quick. You feel me? After all that, you know, now you kind of like done made a name for yourself. You feel me? You selling whatever you selling. At that point, when did all the hassle start coming? You feel me? From you getting just bigger than Carter Street and bigger than Mississippi to now the people on your trail trying to figure out what you really
Feds.
doing.
Yeah.
You got the feds on your tail.
I mean, the Fed was down at Carter Street then, but they really wasn't pushing Carter Street that hard. See, I want to say this, but I don't want to say this, and y'all know who I'm talking about. The old man used to shoot the pool back there in Carter Street. They respected that man. They didn't come there and do what they did. The sheriff just died, dead and gone. Them people was, as long as you kept the killing and the violence down, you was all right.
Right.
But I just can't go off into certain things I can't talk about.
That's fine.
Because
Yeah,
you
that's
can't
cool.
talk about
We get the
it.
picture.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's over and done with.
Right.
You know what I mean? And ain't no sense we pulling the cup off from now that the cup is still on. You know what I mean?
Man, I'm saying.
And I'm a person that anybody that know me, they're gonna tell you I got a kind heart. Yeah. So the man got a kind heart. I got out of prison. Last year. A year before last?
No,
I got out of
last year.
prison. Last year. July the 16th. After the story that I told you about, I heard when the fella said Riverside Talladega got on the radio and said, somebody at the tone of my voice, you've been praying for a long time, you about to get your wish, said you gonna get that wish very, very soon. The clemency came out about 5 days after that. My name was on the 3rd page.
Blessing.
After 23 years.
After 23 and a half years.
That's a blessing.
Joe Biden. The good Lord worked through Joe Biden and got me, and a lady played a big part there out of Ridge Rock, Texas.
Shout out to Joe Biden.
Shout out to Joe Biden.
And you see, I'm old. I don't got old. I can't think that good, but the lady that wrote the clemency for me. What my file? I had it in earlier.
Don't worry about it. We ain't gonna go through it.
Okay, let's get into what landed you. Let's get into what landed you to that 23-year sentence. That life sentence.
Your life sentence.
Let's get into that.
Yeah.
I picked that sack up and knocked a home run with it. Knocked a clear home run. Got away with it.
What you mean when you say home run? Like
I stacked it up.
stack it up.
I stacked it up.
This take years to do?
No. You know, everybody here, I tell you right now, I'm known all over this area. Every town from here to Macon, all through Philadelphia, Tupelo, all to the Alabama state line. I know somebody. And I got them 3 life sentences. They didn't catch me in the act. Because the evidence room got robbed in Memphis. And they took everything I had. everything that they say they got off me up there that night, that wasn't even none of my drugs.
Okay, so walk us through the night. Walk us through the night that got you sent to prison. Like walk us through the night you got locked up.
That's what I did. I made a $200,000 bail for me and this girl to ride with me. I got both of us out.
Where you was at?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
Get to the mic.
And I come through Memphis, and that's where it all started happening, right there. They left Memphis, and the guy that I was in prison with, all this stuff is back on, and I'm not going to even call this guy name. And he's gone. He don't make no difference to me no more, because I'm free again, and I know not to test that no more in life. So
Right.
I'm doing a whole different thing. I'm a church-going person now. I'm ready for trying to get through them golden gates. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm not gonna expose him. I'm not gonna even talk about it. But everybody around in here know. You know what I mean? They pretty much know what happened. And the girl that was with me, I told her that, I said, if people gonna lay me down, do what you got to do to save yourself. And she didn't want to do it, but she stood up, and I told her, go on and save yourself.
Right.
Or these white folks finna lay me down.
Okay.
So let me ask you. So, you know, of course, none of us we ain't never faced what you faced and been through, right? After getting, you know, sentenced to that much time, you know, like your mind state.
After hearing that,
Yeah, after
slam.
hearing that, what did your mind state go
When
to?
yeah.
And I can see that you never lost faith because
No law faith.
you know you out here now, but
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right
When
now.
the judge sentenced you, yeah, like when you heard the judge say you got, that what the judge told you? You got 3 life sentences.
He said, I'm gonna give you 3 life and not a possibility for parole. Look me dead in my eyes. See, really tell you the truth, man, here's another side to this.
Yeah, I
They
know
wanted
about
me to do some stuff that I wasn't gonna do, that I couldn't do because I didn't know nothing about it. And I took that lick and went on. You know what I mean? I didn't even get involved with that mess. I went on. I took that life sentence and went on down that road.
So
Elaborate. What they asking you to give somebody up?
Yes. They come to me with that.
so what did you get? What did you get 3 life sentences on? Like what was your charges?
Transporting and sales out of every day, sales of cocaine and a transport charge out from Illinois to Mississippi, out of Memphis. But I'm gonna say this right here. The drugs that I had was not the drugs they sentenced me in the state of Mississippi for.
So when you heard the judge say you got 3 life sentences,
How you felt?
how you felt?
Well, I told an old agent one time, I said, whatever you got to do it to me. I'm not going to do that. You got to do it to me, Pat. And the day that man had them 3 life sentences to me, that come on my mind. So whatever you got to do it to me. Because I'm not going to do what you want me to do.
Right.
Because I don't know nothing about that.
Did it make you feel like
You know what I did? I went on back. They carried me on back to my spot, my cell over there, and locked me up. It's the cook. It was a cook there, an old black lady, was very, very Christian. I used to talk to her every day. You know, I used to talk to her, and she come to that cell door and called me. I can't think her name. She said, "Or you already free." She said, "You already won." I never did understand what that lady was telling me. But I kept that in my mind all the way there. I never did question having that life sentence forever. I knew I was going to get out of jail. From day one.
Was it hard to adapt? Like getting out now, adapting after 23 years?
Yes, it showed me that.
The world changed a lot.
The world and the women's and everything have changed. These ain't the same people, man.
No, these ain't the same people.
These ain't the same people, bro.
I mean, plus like once you got the time,
You can't do
nothing
nothing
but
about the time.
But
Do
at
it.
the same time, like at the same time, felt like, well, at some point in time, I know you probably felt like, well, it's over with.
No,
Right.
I never felt like
Never
that.
felt like that.
Never felt like that. I had, as I used to call home, I had people would tell my brother, who is it? Doc.
That mama.
Hey, I want to know what happened when knowing Buddha Rabbit and how everybody interacted when everybody talk about Buddha Rabbit.
Yeah.
I want to know what happened like when you hit the scroll. Like
Hold on.
you saw when you said Buddha Rabbit came down the scroll.
You going over there?
Yeah, so I'm coming.
He said he coming.
Yeah, I'm coming.
But we standing right over there.
She gonna put the food up.
Yeah, put it up. We're gonna eat something. Ben, I gotta take you home, man.
You know I gotta go home.
Yeah, I gotta take you home. Ben, I'm tempted to trust you with my car to go home, man. Yeah, but I don't know about doing that.
Man, go ahead.
Crazy.
Hey,
But AJ gonna take you home.
you trust me with everything else?
But AJ here, he gonna take you home.
Yeah, that's cool.
Me and Esau gonna still die because me and Esau got something to do tomorrow. Okay.
All right,
I'm gonna make sure you get home, and I'm gonna be there to pick you up early in the morning.
bet.
Yeah, okay. All right.
But yeah, what I asking like him being country, you know, when he hit them big cities like that,
Yeah.
and he came down the scroll, like what made him get the baddest? You say you get the
Oh,
baddest
yeah,
one up there?
my brother Rabbit was tough. He was driving one of the coldest Cadillac that was black with red interior, and he had them black, clean black 3-piece suits on.
No,
Red back.
no.
You know, Rabbit was a hell of a nigga.
He had that type of stuff off of hustling, right?
Off a hustle. Rabbit hit that city. They said, man, who is that fine nigga? I said, that's my brother. But really tell you the truth, you know I love my brother to death, man. God bless his soul. But Rabbit couldn't handle it.
It was too much for
I
him.
really tell you the truth, because the man, a woman is tough.
Yeah.
That man said a woman is tough.
Tough,
She
man.
ill. There's no facts.
Yeah.
Still to this day.
To this day.
Still to this day. Still to this day.
Look here, man. When you get out on that whole stroll, here's some terrible women.
I'm
Walking
saying
that
terrible.
Terrible.
I'm saying
Do you hear
terrible
me?
women, man.
Terrible, man. Any 2 times a woman would hit that stroll and open her leg up for $200 or $300 and take it and give it to another man, take it and give it to a man, and got kids at home.
Man.
Terrible, man. It was terrible. And I never forgot that. Oh, shit, you done robbed the kids. You done robbed me. You done young kill me somewhere. I never forgot that, man.
Yeah.
I kept that in my head. I watch it, you know.
Was that different with you, like coming from being around here? Then as soon as you go up there, you see, they pimping. You see it going on. I bet you was like, was it different to you?
And you know, we had them old gals in the old bootleg house down here running behind them houses. $20, $30.
It wasn't like a
He wasn't like a city. They were walking in.
Yeah.
They had a whole stroll.
Yeah.
You walk the stroll to get paid. Right there in Davenport.
like Lamar.
You could ask it, yeah.
Freestyle now.
Davenport
Yeah.
was a hard, was a money getting spot. But them vice was hard on your ass.
No.
Oh, they caught me a couple times and gave me a charge.
No.
But Willie C. Thompson, when I told you the kid in there, oh, he was there to get me. Willie C. had money then. It got it now. Willie C. had a marijuana house. You had to fight your way in and fight your way out.
What you mean by that?
Come
He jumping like that.
Oh, he jumping, man. Oh, the man was jumping. Look at that, man. And the white boy that had it, that he was getting it from, I was getting it from too. So, man, I went there to cop one day. The man laying up on the couch, dead asleep. We stacked all out there riding.
Yeah.
I took I think I had a little old something in my pocket. I cut the stream door out. Beep! Opened that door and went in there and took every bit of it. and put it in my car and shot at the house.
Help me find who robbed me.
He never know who got it to this day.
No, like go ahead.
Hey, so yeah, you said
he came and asked you to help you find who robbed?
Yeah, he said, man, come on, help me. I said, man, I got you.
Hey.
So you
Gary, that wasn't that Gary. That wasn't that
Uncle
Gary.
took him down, then helped him look for
Did
him.
help to look for him. Robbed the man to help to look for him.
But the game is cold, Jack. I'm telling you, the game is cold, man. So let me tell you something, man. When you run up on a lick like that, it's hard to walk off and leave that lick. You know what I mean? You got to
Right.
be, you got to be ready. You know what I mean? And he was just a. It wasn't pulling no crip picture, killing a man taking.
Right.
Now I wouldn't do that for nothing in the world. But that lick right there, I had to get that lick.
Couldn't let it pass.
How was our relationship though?
I mean, the man was straight tight. Yeah. Shit. You know, Gary, slip.
Hey, that little bit you got ain't hurt him, did it?
Not at all.
At your peak at one time, like, I mean, I know that then, of course, you're younger, and that money coming so fast, and you getting it like, so at your peak, what amount?
Just a rough estimate. I know you can't count it. You feel me? But it's
the
a
first
hustle.
big lump you seen at a time.
Yeah, like is it 100?
Just getting in the game now. When you
Okay,
first got in the game,
flashback.
your first big lump that you saw at a time.
It just made you want like that.
Like so much money made you scared. Like how much it was at the time.
Me, myself, me and that girl was making. Back then, she was flat backing. You know what flat backing is? Fucking in the bathroom. She was tricking in the bathroom and dancing on that stage, and she make $200 to $300 a night on that stage, and plus whatever she got back there knocking them tricks off in that bathroom. Sometime I got $1,500 out of the bathroom, and with her tips and stuff, I got $800 off the tips in her salary.
So we still talking about the whole pimping thing.
You on pimping.
One night.
We want to know. We want to know what you.
I'm talking about in the drug game.
Man, I can't count that money, man.
Uncle
Now,
had a flip.
now, when I went to prison, now when they got me and sent me to prison, I had it stacked up. Now I can't say it right now because I want the world to see what I'm saying. But now you know I just can't say what happened, where that money went. But I can see it. I can feel it. I can't talk about it. But one day, I'm gonna get it back.
Oh, yeah.
So check that. Check that right here.
Oh yeah.
Check that right here. So you started out the gambling game.
Yeah.
You went to the pimping game.
Went to the pimping game.
You went to the dope game.
Went to the dope game.
So at what point did you feel the most powerful?
That's a good ass question.
You had the most power.
That's a good question, bro.
You was at your peak.
When did you
Cause
have your
you
most power?
you running in and out of state.
You running the card. You pimping the women and they reporting to you.
That's
Yeah,
just
that
weed.
And you hustling.
And you hustling.
Like when you feel like
which avenue you felt you was untouchable at?
Or did you even feel like that? Did you ever feel like I'm that nigga? Like did you ever?
No, some people just
I'm gonna tell you the truth from my heart. I ain't felt nothing. Stack that. You hear me? Stack that paper. I didn't even feel that part.
How you talking about with that money?
And check this out right here. I remember, you know when you had the club over there.
Yeah, I had two packages.
I wasn't even old enough to get in.
Me, you
let me in that.
Yeah. Man, my club, come on in here,
Y'all
man.
like A's and boys with 21 up.
Shit.
you would
I had to do that for Bill Ladd.
Yeah, I
Bill
know
Ladd
that,
got on my
yeah.
ass a million times about that.
But you would get enough money to buy clubs and cars,
Man,
Hey,
right,
whatever
I'm
you
gonna
want.
tell you. I don't know if y'all remember.
Yeah.
Rat, you might remember. Cub was one of the first black guys around here around Cadillac Escalade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
A
white.
couple of
Yeah, that white. You know what? He was honestly he was the second. He was the second person I ever seen around here ever in the Escalade.
Yeah.
Thomas Brown was the first. He had the black one.
Well, yeah. Well, Tom,
Yeah, the white.
Well, he had
Thomas
the white one for
Thomas Brown. No,
I ain't gonna lie, cuz.
You
I ain't gonna
you
lie,
had yours for ball had hers or ball had hers for you had yours.
I had mine way for this.
man. You
had mine way for him. I had mine way for him, homie.
I thought it was more.
Uncle did it first.
man, you
Listen, I had the
I'm saying did it first.
I had the new Escalade. Then I had that new Cadillac, that 32 Valley Ville.
So you that big, you sold it. You sold everything was white. I swear to God.
This was before it even came out. He had his shit. He had his shit before it even came out. I remember.
You had your white one way before they decided they were gonna get their black one.
A year early.
I been had it.
He had his shit.
I know that.
Man, the man had the shit a year early.
I don't know why I thought they had got each other
Nah,
like
these niggas had
got
to
them
order
around the
this
same
shit.
time.
A
Like,
Cadillac back then like a Lamborghini today.
Oh man, I'm rolling. Look here, young brother. It's all gone. I was rolling.
Right.
But I never did take time to think about it. Fame and all that stuff. Man,
So you ain't never feel like you was empowered.
never did, but I had that paper.
You just worry about the,
really what
that's
you
the
want.
mission,
All
that
you
paper.
I want
Yeah.
power didn't mean nothing to me.
It's so
Yeah.
many. It's so many niggas out here that feel like money. When they get money, they feel like they
Bring
ain't
a power.
empowered. Everything.
I'm gonna tell you,
I didn't feel
that's
none
the
of that.
difference between black folks and white folks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just being out here, like, white folks don't even care about the money. They get money, but they don't really care. They care about the power. A nigga want the money. You know what I'm saying? The
Man,
white
I-
folks, as long as he can tell the next man what to do, that's all they care about.
Let me tell y'all what I used to do, man.
No.
I'm telling you, I see that at jobs. I'm saying, like, working the job. I see, like, this white man don't even make that much, but he don't even care that he don't make more than the nigga. He tell him what to do.
Listen,
I'm gonna give y'all a
black
little
guys
shout.
want the power. They want to be seen.
I
They
want
want
to
to be
power.
seen.
I would-
The white man don't give a fuck.
Well, I'm going to say that in the job setting.
That money.
They want that
I'm saying
money.
the
They
job
want that money.
said-
Yeah. Keep the title. Yeah.
White folks don't beef about money. They beef about power, man.
Let me
Who
tell
can
you,
tell who
We
what?
want that money.
Yeah,
We
but
want
they
that-
don't
we
beef
want that
with-
money.
They beef with us about power. They don't want to see us
They
about
ain't
You know
beefing
what
with
I'm
each other
saying?
about
No,
power,
hell
because they
no.
gonna put each other on.
I'm gonna say this here on this camera. I'm one of the only black niggas will load my pocket down and hit them clubs with them niggas in pass damn near all of it out. Here, man. Take this here. If one was getting high, hey, come here. Get to him.
Hey,
Get
come
to
here.
him, man.
I got somebody that I ain't gonna call the name. Cause he locked up right now, and you know him. When I'm about to speak when and he done spoke on you when you was locked up. When you was out.
Yeah.
Shit, and when he get out,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, damn there, you know.
What he do?
Big Willie. But that was my nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
That was my
And,
nigga.
You know, man, he talking about you all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, hey man, I want to say this here. You know, Buck trying to get out. But I'm gonna say this here. Now you may have to knock this out the table and we're gonna replace it with something.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I put that man on his feet.
Yeah.
The man
Yeah,
come
I
to me
really
dead broke.
did
The
that.
man come to me dead broke.
Yeah.
Through Dorothy and Bell. Send him to me. Buck was dead broke.
I know Dr. Ann Wolf
Yeah.
and them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buck he said, bro. He said, man. He said, I'm fucked up. I said, what that young bro? He said, man, Dorothy Ann told me to come talk to you. I said, okay. He said, whoop de whoop de whoop. I said, whoop de whoop de whoop. Throw
And
it.
you know, open them too.
Yeah, open the door.
Oh yeah, I got OB, yeah. Me and OB never dealt. But me and Buck come up to my Escalade right there in Manatee. Told me what he wanted. I threw it to him. Brought it back. I said, no, man, you keep that. He said, no, man. He said, I did what I had to do.
So
And I went on to prison.
I got, you know, a lot of these fellas probably don't know, but I know a story about like when you was in Memphis.
Yeah.
What prison that is?
Tennessee,
FCI
FCI Memphis. That's what they call it.
All right. So can you tell everybody here, cause they ain't never heard it, about like when you was walking to the canteen, I know what it called, cafeteria, whatever,
Cafeteria.
and you seen your niece.
I seen my niece, man. I seen her, and I knew that she was coming to work there because my case manager had told me she was coming. And she asked me, she said, is Brown, is that, she said, Miss Brown, is you? I said, yes, ma'am. I said, I can't tell you no lie. I said, because I want her to get her career on what she wants. And
So what you asked the people?
I told the people, I said, do what you got to do to me, but let her make a career. And they were walking me to the hole, get ready to ship me. And they said, man, they said, you want to go see your sister before you go in? I said, I don't want my niece to see me like this. I went on to the shoot. I went around the kitchen, went on to the shoot. Ask her when you see her.
When Dank locked up with you?
Yeah, Dank was with me.
Locked up with
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah, me and Dank was together up there.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember you were telling us you were locked up with young boy?
Yeah.
What type of guy is young boy?
Young boy, I remember the day young boy came.
This the rapper young boy.
Yeah.
Top.
I want to give a shout. I want to give a shout out to young boy, cause young boy is a real nigga.
Get to the mic.
No.
Young boy was a real nigga. I saw the day when young boy first hit our unit. I was standing in my door. I didn't even know who young boy was. And I said, "Hey, young brother." I said, "You just coming in?" He said, "Yeah." He started up the stairs. I said, "Come here." I gave young boy a bunch of canteen. Some bags of potato chips and give it to him. He took it and went on upstairs. So later on that evening, and they said, "Man, you know the nigga upstairs got all the money in the world." I said, "Who you talking about?" Young boy looked like he had nothing. But I couldn't stand to see that young brother just coming in that penitentiary and not had nothing to eat. But young boy was a millionaire. Had everything that he wanted. You know what I'm saying? And me and young boy was all right. Me and young boy, but you know what young boy was putting down, I couldn't stand that lick. I'm trying to get out of there. But I'm going to tell every brother, from nation to nation, that boy, young boy, is a good nigga. A real young nigga. He going to stand on what's right, and he going to stand on what he think was right or heal. Young boy fought them niggas all the way there and back. You hear me?
I wish you was able to contact them and get in contact.
I say if Uncle could have called Top right now.
I'm gonna come. This right here. If young boy had this, young boy gonna know exactly who talking to him.
Hey,
you hear me?
we gonna talk. We gonna push it.
Yeah.
We gonna
push this.
So
I'm gonna hear from young boy.
So you did time with him.
Yeah, I did time with him.
In the
So
pen.
y'all was in what Talladega?
We was in Talladega together.
Yeah.
How was
Young
it?
boy is not no bad nigga. I'm telling the world.
But he don't play.
He gonna go at him. He gonna come on.
He's standing on.
he gonna stand his ground. You ain't gonna push him. He gonna go.
In the pen, he was like that.
In Talladega, he was like that. Sure
Everything that we hear him rapping about.
No, he like that. I'm gonna tell the world, young boy is like that. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, he like that. I can't take it from
spin.
I know. He
I'm
was
saying he talk that
speaking.
Oh yeah, you told me. Oh man, he was ready. That young nigga ready, man.
What he call it?
He called me. What young boy just said?
Old school.
Old school. He's a school. You all right, old school? I said, yeah, you all right up there? I'm all right. You're going out to the yard and do what they had to do. The young boy was, I would like to say, young boy was a fabulous man. Fabulous. You know what fabulous mean? He was a good motherfucker, I'm telling you that now.
And you met him in prison.
I met him in prison.
At his worst.
At his worst, but he was a good man. That man stood that lick, y'all. He stood that look. He took that time, went on upstairs and laid down. So did he. And when the nigga went up there fucking with him, he gonna carry it to him. You know, I'm telling you that right now.
That was up.
What that nigga rapping about, that nigga about that. Okay, that's for real.
Shout out to young boy there,
Shout out
man.
to young boy.
Shout out to Top, man.
Huh?
Shout out to young
Out of 23 years,
Yeah.
what was the worst thing that you seen in prison? The worst.
And pull out.
What did it?
Louisiana.
You lose out. This guy.
Look back there.
This guy had got killed upstairs. And the blood was dripping down through the ceiling on the next bed. And there was a terrible nigga. I can't think of that boy's name neither. He was out of Texas. That was another terrible young nigga. I can't think of it. That was the worst thing.
Oh, but you got stabbed up there too, though, Lee.
Yeah, I got stabbed in my back. Got stabbed. But you got to fight, man.
You doing the hustling in prison?
I'm out of that shit now. Every damn my way. I did it my way. I didn't do it nobody else's way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
so.
That's for real. That's for real. I'm through with it. I never fool with it again. And whoever the police listen, you can forget about getting me like that. You'll never get me like that
look,
again.
I got something for you. So during your time of hustling, did fear ever take over you? And
Like,
make
they
you
gonna
think,
get me.
Damn, I need to step
Hell
back.
no. I'm gonna tell you just like that, young brother. Never did
You
get
thought
scared.
you were
Tell
sharp.
me scared.
Never did get scared downtown. When they knocked us off up that Memphis that night, I didn't get scared. I was trying to save this girl. I went back and grabbed the pack off the trunk and took off and running.
All right. So when you got caught in Memphis, when you got caught in Memphis, like how much did they find on you? What all that they had on you?
They had me for transport.
Oh, I know they had you for transport, but how what?
Oh, it was a few keys, man.
Okay.
It was a few keys. I'm gonna put it like that. You know what I mean?
It's so official. You can go back. You can go and Google.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good.
You can Google.
I used to be in school. I used to be in school looking
the whole story.
looking it up. I promise I'll tell you.
It's the whole thing on Google.
They got it on there.
From the start to the finish. From how the car was parked in the handicap spot. They parked in the handicap spot.
I want to know this
They
right
did
here.
say that some years ago.
You know,
some years ago. So
what happened?
A lot of these guys don't know.
We-
You know what I mean? But I
parked in
know.
a
So
handicap spot.
I can talk about it, or you can tell them about it. You know. When you
No, I'm
first
gonna
got
let you
out-
do that. I'm gonna let you do that.
Well, no, when you first got out,
Yeah.
and you know, we went riding, and you told me about like the time when you died in prison.
I died in prison.
Can you explain to the viewers and to these guys what really happened?
I caught Cobra through a dude. Walked to my door. Man had Cobra so bad. When the breath came through the door, it went up my nose. I got sick immediately.
Dangerous.
I don't know what that nigga had.
I can believe it because folks were dying. in
Hey,
here.
that COVID was rough.
That
Man,
first
that shit burnt my
batch was
nose.
lethal.
That shit burnt me all the way through my head, man. All
But
the way
that
down.
$8.35 a week to do
Man, I went
nothing.
back there and laid down. Let me tell you what I did. I went back there and laid down. I was so sick. I sent for Gilman. Gilman just sent me word about through Uki. Asked was I all right. And Gilman come to my room. I said, Gilman, I'm sick, man. And Gilman looked at me. He said, yeah, you got it. So come on, I got to get you to the hospital. The unit manager carried me to the hospital, from the hospital to the hospital bed. And I laid flat on my back for 65 days with tubes in my left mouth, eating just a little bit. I had got to the point, man.
Lost a lot of weight.
Oh, man.
Did you ever just get to a point to where you thought like, all right, I'm gone. I ain't gonna make it.
I didn't. Never
You kept the
thought about-
faith?
I never did thought about dying. Never did.
So,
Never did.
so when you did code out, and they thought it was over with,
Yeah.
walk us through that.
What it was, man. I left, I went on, they put me on old regular ass wheelchair. I think I got thrown out the chair between there and the hospital. I never forget it. So they carried me in there and they put me on a slab, a concrete slab. And they gave me about 3 or 4 blankets, them good brothers. You know, you got some good trustee brothers. They brought them blankets back there and gave them to me. I laid there. I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't do nothing. And it was a young police officer. Me and him, I used to talk to him and laugh with him on the yard. His name was Hall. He come to that door. He said, he said, man, you got to eat, man. He said, I'm telling you, he said, man, you got to eat something. I didn't eat. Well, the whole week, man, I went to eat nothing. And he come to me that morning. He said, man, he said, you got to eat. He said, get you something to eat, man. So it was chicken day that day. They brought me, I think, 2 plates of chicken. I broke off the chicken. You know how you break a piece of chicken? I put it in my mouth, I chewed it. I forced the chicken in me. I took me another plate, chewed it, and they had some beans or something on that plate. I forced that stuff down in my body. And I got on that rack and I laid down. And I heard a voice. A voice came to me. Just like this right here. He said, Judge Sinner did that to you, doing this to you. And I just laid there, man. And the white boy that I thought that was from up this way, when I got out, I said, man, come here. I said, man, you from back up my way. He said, I said, man, I thought I heard your voice talking to me about who got me here. Why these folks doing this? He said, it ain't me. I heard a voice just plain today, boy. Said, Julie Center doing this, calling this right here. He calling you to go through this.
When the nurse came and picked you up,
When they brought me back to the hospital, from the hospital.
take them through when you were just completely out of it.
They brought me back.
And the nurse was there trying to help you.
Yeah.
But she got scared.
She come to me. I knew her real well. I used to laugh and talk with her. She come down and she checked my pulse. She started hollering and crying. She said, "Oh, he ain't got no pulse. And the old doctor said, take him on back there and throw him in the shoe. He'll be dead. That's what that man said, man. Said, throw him in
Like
the
a
shoe.
dog.
Say it in the microphone so they can hear you.
The old doctor, whose name was Lawrence, Dr. Lawrence, said, throw him back there in the shoe. He'll be dead for daylight. That's what that man said.
Hey,
The grace of God.
You hearing it.
I'm hearing this, man. The girl standing there crying like a baby.
But you out of it.
I'm somewhere.
But
But
he hit
you can hear
I can hear that.
But
They
he
say you
hit.
hear
Yeah,
the
I can
last
hear
like
I can hear what Dr. Lawrence said. So he'll be dead for they kept take him back there in the shoe and throw him back there in the shoe. I'm telling you now. Man's a cold man, man. And I wind up going back to that man. I asked him. I said, man, do you remember what you said? The man twisted the conversation and something totally different. I just let it alone. Totally different. He spit that all the way around the curve.
Listen, I ain't.
Said that to you. You so out of it. You can say that. When
I
you
could say
heard
the
it.
nurse just start crying. Because me and her was all right, man. I used to deal with her. Me and her was AK all right.
But listen, you see, I know you were locked up so long, and there was a lot of people work a lot of jobs that they retire from.
Right.
So, did you form a lot of bonds with a lot of them COs and
I had real good bonds.
nurses and?
At the hospital I did, and and the unit manager and my counselor. Them people were some good people.
You had a bond. So you had a bond with your counselor too.
Yeah, I had a bond with him, but there wasn't no crooked shit going on. He just understood my drill.
Yeah, you can
Right.
sit
He
down and
understood
talk
my
to-
pain.
Was
man.
it a black guy?
The white guy.
White guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
He understood my pain. Every time I went to him and talked to him.
Hey, I know I'm switching it up a little bit, but like,
Go ahead.
I remember you telling us a story about y'all sneaking out the back of the jail and
That's in
the
Aberdeen.
police. That was in Aberdeen?
That was in Aberdeen.
That was right here in Aberdeen?
Yes, right there. Me and the boy walked in here last night. Wolf.
Yeah.
Me and Wolf just sneak out the back door and go get the shit and come on back to jail. Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, did y'all ever get caught out there?
The man called up and running back to jail.
What did he say?
Y'all better get back to that jail. and me and Wolf took all the running. Me and Wolf went, but me and Wolf, I don't think we got what we want, man. We might have did. That's been a long time ago. But I know the man called us Red Hand. Eric. That was the man's name.
Y'all just standing out
Stand on the street like we went nowhere.
in the jumpsuit?
No, we had plain clothes then. And Aberdeen, the man rolled straight by.
From Aberdeen.
Yeah,
From Aberdeen, you went well.
Prison.
You got time. Was that the 3 years? Was that the 3
No,
years you caught?
I went to the penitentiary. I went to Portland.
So you did state time and fair time, right?
I did 9 years. I killed an 18-year son for the state and got out and stayed out, 2 years?
I don't know.
They caught them license. About 2 years. Yeah. About 2
03
years.
though.
Yeah.
So that was off sale charge.
Sale charge, yeah. I remember. And possession.
So
Chili Willie.
a lot of these,
Do
a lot of
anybody
these
know
guys,
Chili Willie from Aberdeen?
a lot of these guys don't
Skinny
know.
guy.
We ain't
The black
gonna name drop him.
Yeah, yeah. But he gone. I ain't gonna do nothing to that nigga. I told the police. Man, I'm not studying that nigga. That's what I said.
So check. These guys really don't know, but we know because we hang and talk every day. And I asked you this before. Out of when a judge gave you a life sentence, was it any time that you feel like you weren't coming home?
Never did. I never did. I ain't coming through them doors from day one.
The judge gave you a life sentence, and you
He gave
still
me 3
feel
life
like
sentences.
Three life
Yeah.
sentences.
He gave you 3 life sentences.
Three life sentences to be served concurrent. Yes.
And you still felt like you were coming home.
I still felt I never did give up the faith. I kept it all the way there with me.
What kept you motivated?
Well, I had did time before, and it's never dawned on me. I just kept it out of my mind. I kept doing something. I'm a convict. I stayed on convict level, and I kept it off of it. You know what I mean?
So you never thought about the free world. You never. While you was in prison, you never
Look
thought
at
about.
man, all them women that left on them street, they were gone. My daughter used to write me, and she was a little old girl. She used to write me letters. Khadijah. She used to write me letters.
Shout out to my cousin OD, man.
She kept me motivated. She kept me. She'd get her stamp from somewhere, but she wrote her dad, sent me pictures of her, and everything else. And she right now, I love her to death. She'll get mad at me in a minute. I called and told her, I tried to get her to come down here tonight, but she working. You know what I mean? I love my baby. I love her to death.
And that kept you motivated.
That kept me motivated because she kept writing them letters.
And
then plus, I know folks all over the world, man. I used to get called to Ben Harbor or anywhere. Say, hey, man, do something for me. Michigan Red. He used to, man, send me something, man. But I'm just telling y'all this right here. Man, I kept saying $8,000 on my book. I come home with it, dude.
Yeah. More than that.
I come home with it.
More than that,
And
right.
but you know what, man? But when I first went to prison to the Fed, I learned something. When them niggas used to be want to put them $200 or $300 on my book, no, man, I got some money. I learned not to say that. Send that money on, man. Take that money. I'm telling you. I had a cousin out of Florida named Jeff. He sent me some money. He said, man, and I said, Jeff, I really don't need it. I already got a couple $100 on my book. But later on, reality said, hey, you better get that money. I want to get it. I want to keep it. Yeah, man, send it on.
When you was locked, when you were down there in Talladega, when you was locked up, riding out that sentence, that 3 life sentence you thought you was gonna have to endure. Yeah. At what point of your life, when you was locked up, you realized how important family was to you?
Sometimes, man, I stayed away from home a long time. I love my people, but I stayed up. I was out there on that road. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I stayed down there in Polar 3 years without even calling home. Because I had good jobs. I had top flight jobs down there. I used to make $250 a week, a month. I kept the book. I can't read or write a lick, but I kept the books. You might not believe it. I kept up with all the time and everything, the time card.
Go ahead.
Ed, on all levels that you done been on, Ed, was it any level? Was it any level that you was on? Did you feel like your life was headed in a dangerous direction?
No, I never did. Not one time. Because I had been in that mentality with the same niggas that was down in that penitentiary with me.
Right.
I knew some of them niggas on the street. Yeah, but I wasn't heavy gang affiliated, but Jeff no more.
Yeah.
All I had to say one thing, man, Jeff is my first cousin. They're gonna make a way for me. Yeah. Jeff opened up a lot of doors for me.
Rat that spoke on like family, whatever. And I recently told, I talk to Duda all the time, whatever. And I'm just saying this, I'm giving all my family their flowers, you know what I'm saying? What I can. But it ain't nothing like being able to say what I'm about to say. Like it feels so good to be like to say that we are related. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It feels good. Yeah, for a lot of people don't know that, but yeah. Y'all grandma
take pride in it.
Jenny, that's our auntie. That's our auntie. You know what I'm saying?
Take pride in it.
I take pride in that. You know what I'm saying?
See, like,
and we go by there and check on. You know how we go by there.
Yeah,
and
and see, when I used to be down on the street, I went down there by myself. Elson was there.
Exactly.
They was really young. Yeah.
It feel good, you know what I'm saying?
To know you surrounded by your people,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, and I know goddamn Bell and AJ and Rat.
And we double kids.
Shit, y'all my family too, hell.
Benny, I ain't gonna lie, you know.
I'm gonna say this here. I'm gonna say this to y'all young brother. Do me one favor. All these folks in here tonight, make this your family.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Make this your family. This your family right here.
Blood to be.
You don't have to be blood to be
Hey,
family.
they wouldn't be in here, they want family. Anybody you see in here right now, family.
And I appreciate all of y'all for coming here and hear what I told on this podcast.
Oh, we ain't done. We ain't done.
Oh,
We got too much. The world got to hear this.
the word gotta hit. Gravy, the engineer, he gotta do the movie.
Yeah, we got to shoot a movie.
gotta
This is
shoot a documentary.
Mississippi Tone documentary coming soon, man. We got to have it coming soon.
Real soon.
You know, they're on another subject too. While we, you know, in here. We gotta right there. B-Way. Gotta promote him, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
That my partner.
He making the movie.
I ain't gonna lie, cuz. I just told B-Way this.
I'm gonna tell y'all that right here.
For some reason, when B-Way walked in,
Yeah.
instantly gravitated to him.
Yeah. Cause
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's my partner. He been my partner for 20 years.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna tell y'all this here.
that's how
But let me tell y'all this here, all y'all young brothers.
Yeah. That's how
I don't give a rat's ass about that money. We gonna do what we got to do with it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
hear me?
That's right.
I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do with it.
Yep.
I'm
Right.
a real nigga, man.
I just
Whatever come here is ours. It ain't mine.
I got another
Whatever
question
we
for
piece
you.
up out of this, son.
I got another question for you.
Yeah.
Coming from all levels that you done been on, you'd have been a card player, you'd have been a pimp, you'd have been a drug dealer, you'd have been a business owner. What advice could you give us young black brothers now to build from and be positive?
I'm gonna give you a solution. I can look at all of y'all. All y'all are very intelligent brothers. And I can see that you got something. Take that what you got and put it on, stay in this here. Because this gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger.
That's
If
right.
this hit for y'all, all your own. And we're gonna try to make this hit.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to make
We can
this
do
hit.
it. Gonna do it.
It's gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This what you got to come up from. Everybody gonna come here to get their. I mean, people do like when the police do a nigga wrong, they can come right here
Yeah.
and blast it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And make this be an introduction.
Big
Y'all.
platform.
This your first time on it? This your first time behind the camera since you been
Right.
out?
And
Probably in
this
your life.
In my life, I done fooled this shit.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like, what you saying, like, you know, what you and Naja, like, you ain't go to school, you ain't get no education.
Right.
You wrote a book, somebody wrote a book for you, typed it out.
Yeah.
Like, this is a way for you to put your story out there without having to type it out. We're having to write it out.
Right.
And this in the flesh.
Yeah.
More people don't heard about Mississippi Tom, you know what I mean? But they
read
all they
about
did
it.
was heard about it. But now
Yeah.
seeing them in the
Yeah.
flesh,
Yeah.
they just like when somebody go to jail, they just like us having partners and family members and just anybody going to jail. We know they there. We hear from, but it's like they ain't there. You know what I mean? So and now you hear, and we hearing it from the horse's mouth instead of from your nephew telling me, from your
And what we gonna
homeboy
do-
telling me about you.
What I want y'all to do, we want this to go to every town it is.
Oh yeah.
And pull young brothers in.
That's right.
To do and let them feel. Well, we got a bond in here tonight.
Yeah.
We done got bonding in here.
Hey, and you want me to tell you what I admire about you the most, like because after all that you done went through, you so strong to where you don't like you dealt with them. You had them 3 life sentences over your head. You ain't think you would be sitting here right now.
No.
It's 2026. What year you went in? 2000, 2001?
What, 2001, somewhere like that.
2000.
2002. It's 2026. And the way the world done evolve, you come here right now and you adapt. I ain't gonna say you just adapt straight to it, but like all this interacting and you able to get in front of the camera and talk with. You sound very intelligent to me. You know what I mean? A lot of guys can't get on. A lot of guys that don't want to did 30 years, 20 something years.
You look at the fact that he said that he can't read or write.
Yeah.
But guess what? Once you put anything in your mind,
Yeah.
I don't care if you can't.
But guess
Right,
what?
you gonna
Guess what
figure
though?
it out,
That's
you know what I'm saying?
You know what?
at this point here in his life. That's what we here for.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I got some friend girls. I got some girls I deal with. If I tell somebody I can't read and write, they get fight mad. But I wouldn't give a damn about they do
But
that.
wouldn't nobody know that unless you tell them.
That man, you know what? The people down yonder where I just came from, when nobody never knew that I couldn't read or write, letting I told.
And I still don't know. I still don't believe it.
Yeah, like I believe because you're saying it, but as far as in jail, it's like
You got to be,
man.
Hey man, you did y'all
Smart.
Y'all young brothers coming. Y'all young brothers coming.
I wouldn't
So
believe
I got to be real with you. I got to tell you the truth.
right.
man.
Oh yeah,
Right.
for
I
sure.
can't tell you no lie.
That's the way to be.
We got about 10 minutes.
So,
Anything you want to ask?
I really ain't got a question. I want him to make a statement.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Okay, I'm gonna get to you.
You know, we said you were gonna touch on having a heart.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
This is what I'm gonna tell the world. A good heart, a kind heart. That man up above recognized a clean heart and a good heart. A heart that care, a caring heart. Like you say sometimes, through your kindness and your mercy and your goodness and your grace. That's what Father up above, he looks on your heart. Keep a good heart. Don't matter what you do, don't let nobody beat you at your heart. You hear me? You see an old man walking down that street. If you're walking wrong or about to fall, stop your car and say, hey man, what's wrong with you? Say, can I help you? You know, I do that kind of stuff. Them old ladies be in them grocery stores, I take my time. I ain't the best help. Them old ladies ain't no good, but I'm gonna make sure them old ladies get there.
Hey, listen. I remember I was telling my mom. My mama ended up mentioning you today because my granddad told.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all gonna do an interview with Mississippi Tone, whatever. You remember he the one that paid for all our food that time. We was somewhere. I'm like, no, I don't remember. I was a little boy. She was like, yeah, this and that, good fella, you know.
Oh yeah, heart, man. Your heart would count, man.
Yeah, so that really show.
The Father know you. Leave that lady you pulled up on that thing, Johnson Jacob,
Yesterday.
Alexander in Louisiana. I give my shout out and my whole heart to her because you know what? She brought Jesus in my life.
She brought
Jesus
Hey,
in my life.
You got anything
What you was
want
for
to
there?
add?
What you for
Yeah,
there?
for with everything you done been through, like with everything you done did, like pimping, selling drugs, stuff like that, and everything you done seen in prison. What advice would you have for these youngsters that's out here that doing what they doing, killing each other?
I'm gonna tell you what y'all. I'm gonna tell you. I got a good advice
Great
right there.
question.
He really elaborated on that on the start. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you about. I'm gonna tell you what they did. As far as my voice can be heard, California, Chicago, all over the world, I want y'all to listen to what I got to say. Think about the good and the bad. Think about the man upstairs. Think about who brought you here. And think about the next man's sister or brother. And don't take no life. Give a life, but don't take it. Keep a kind heart. And keep a heart that will help you. I can go to Chicago right now. And I walk in them restaurants. I used to see old men eating out of other folks' plates. I used to stop them. Hold it. Don't do that. Feed these people, man. I got it. Feed them. My cousin, we rode dead and gone. One time we was in Chicago. I got a cousin named Linda Dawg. So we was out eating. And I was up there at this gal at the restaurant. So I looked back and seen these guys that had nothing to eat. And my cousin, he dead and gone. We rode. So watch Tone when he come in here. Said, Tone gonna pay for all these folks' food. And I didn't know nothing about that. What he said. I walked in there and seen that man on that, eating that food on them folks' tray. I couldn't stand it, man. And that man up there don't know what I'm talking about. I said, man, again, whatever you want. I feed these people, man. Oh, I had money. I didn't care nothing about that money when somebody needed something. You know, that's why my name's so good around here with people.
That's right. That's
See,
how
that
it's supposed to be.
I was talking like me and Landlady and them. I was telling them like on the last podcast, like it don't like as long as you got a good heart and you a good person, like you gonna always get your blessing. You know, as far as
If
it
you
just
had to give a man something, give it to him in the name
we
of
might
Jesus.
we might go through a lot
In the
as
name of
people. But like, if you know you've been a good person, you've been, you know what I'm saying, you treat everybody right.
Yeah.
Then your blessing gonna come. They just like you did all them years, but eventually you ran across the time to where like, all right, Mr. O, you going home. You know, and how did that feel?
You know what, man? I'm gonna tell y'all the honest God truth about that. I knew I was coming home.
I know you knew you would come home,
I
but
knew I
the
was
day.
coming home, but listen. It made me feel good.
But did it scare you a little bit?
I went back in the days when them folk told me that I was gonna get out. That's what I blessed at them days. And what I heard on the radio, gave me all the strength. Like that, like people used to tell me, like that lady up yonder, when them folk handed me them 3 light center, I come back. When I got it, when they told me I had it, I look back at all that stuff. I said, this is what that woman was talking about. And I was gonna get out.
And before we get off, I'm gonna ask you this. Like you don't elaborate on how you think or what about all these youngsters around here doing all this, crazy stuff. But what about the ones with the that don't have such a strong mind, like with mental health? Like what would you tell these people out here that mentally ready to commit suicide or mentally ready to take themselves out or can't handle what they really going through? Like what would you tell them?
There's a lot of
I'm gonna
going
tell you
on.
what you do, man. Reach out to him.
Reach out to them.
Reach out to him and talk to him. Say, hey man, come here, come on ride down with me. And get some. So you ain't got no pistol in your pocket. That's what they ask. You got no gun in your pocket now. You got to talk to him like that. Hey man, come on. I'm finna take you down here and let you sit down and eat. But then listen, you got to keep the more pistols out of this car.
Yeah.
Because he'll snap.
Yeah.
He can snap.
Yeah.
They say it's your home. Come on.
You know something?
The thing about it too, with that being said, you know, it's hard to like be out and just single that person out.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to just reach out to everybody.
Everybody ain't gonna come to you. Hey, I'm going through this. I'm going through that.
They're not gonna come.
Cause it ain't too many people that you can trust to tell. You know.
So that's when you have to just reach out. Say it don't matter who it is or what they look like or whatever.
Yeah.
It can be like me, an ordinary guy. Like you see every day, I'm smiling, talking every day.
Yeah.
Guess what though? You don't know what I got going on my. So that's why it's always good. Hey man, how you doing?
There you go, my brother. Look, hey brother, how you doing today?
How you doing? How your day been?
Come on right here, man. And let me buy you a sandwich or something. Come on right here, man. Eat with me. Come on, and talk to me. You reaching a man's mind, man.
It's just like
As a man,
Now that's a good point right there.
as a man, it's okay. It's okay to struggle.
yeah.
It's okay
But-
to you gonna fall.
It's okay to
That's
cry.
just like
It's okay to
It's
cry.
okay to struggle.
Like the problem is like we were like certain people like you were raised up like you better not cry.
Yeah.
You better not.
But
you better not
that's
show
just like
signs of
that's just
violence.
like that's just like a Facebook post I seen the other day.
Cleanse your soul.
It was like that women can come out here and be independent women. You know what I mean? But us as men, we can't. Being an independent man ain't such certain thing. You know what I mean? Like we gotta pay bills. We gotta go through what we going through. You know what I mean?
That's a mind
But
state.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm
That
gonna
is.
tell
That's
you
a mind
something.
state we have.
I'm gonna tell you
Ask
something.
me.
I'm gonna tell you something I didn't know.
Boy, you get you dead.
About us as black guys.
Rolling with it.
Us as young black men.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to set the tone for other black guys.
That's right.
Meaning,
That's right.
it ain't nothing wrong with reaching out to the next black man. Man, you good? Man, it's something you want to
But
talk about?
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm gonna ask you this. As in, I see Pooh Bear got it going. So what's your thing called? Hands on, right? Like
And I want to.
us as men, like we need to interact in our community. You know, cause okay, we got all the some older guys that they got their granddaddy, they got their dads, they got their uncles, but them might not be the type of people they can. You know what I'm saying? Just spill it out to. We might be the ones that they can spill it out to, and we really need to get active in our community. Like we got enough of us right now. You get 2 boys, you get 2 boys, you get 2 boys, and we can. You know what I mean? Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. No matter if it's.
So, and I want to speak on that too before the thing ended. Like I said, first of all, appreciate you having all of
for sure.
making the way for us to be down here.
Yeah, oh yeah, most definitely.
Appreciate everybody that's in here.
We gotta do this once a week.
Appreciate
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Big
real.
way, like I said, all y'all, you know what I'm saying, for the movement that y'all got going on, y'all.
You ever seen that
I
movie?
love it, you know?
Y'all ever seen that movie called The Mission?
Y'all the inspiration.
Nah, it wasn't The Mission.
Y'all
What
the
it was?
inspiration to me.
Oh,
Real talk.
damn.
Yeah, cause y'all stepped out on faith.
That
Y'all
black-
was-
that young-
Hey, you bring yourself a magic
black
word.
guy.
Step out on
stepped out
faith.
on faith.
When you step out on faith, you gonna be all right.
You ain't, don't worry. You
Don't
know
even
what I'm
worry
saying?
about it.
I
Let faith
got,
take care
I
of it.
got, I got one more thing I want to say. I'm looking at the
think
time.
so. It was fire.
We got like 5 more minutes.
Okay. We got 5
But
minutes.
I don't want to. This ain't a question. This ain't a question to you, cause this is a statement I want to make. I really want to say I appreciate you for willing to share your story from beginning to we didn't even get to the end.
We ain't got to this. We ain't got nowhere close. It's never ending. Life never ending. You know what I mean?
We not halfway done.
I
but
thought we was
wanna
gonna go through the
say,
timeline, but we
I
didn't,
really
my
want to
bad.
say I appreciate it because hearing your start to the point that we got to, you took accountability for everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You never throw it off on nobody else.
No, I took
You
my
took
accountability.
accountability.
for
You
what
took
I-
your lick.
Yeah, I
you
took my
stood,
lick.
You
and
stood
went on.
10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? So I really want to say I appreciate you for doing that. You able to reach. You can reach a lot of people with your story.
Yeah, you strong.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this is what
You
we
strong
gonna do.
You're a
minded,
strong man.
This is what we gonna do, man. We gonna stick together. All of us gonna stick together. Everybody in this room, we gonna make this a couple.
We already together. You know, we
together in here tonight.
look out.
We jam.
Who got
And
pulled
we
up with the
gonna- we gonna
burgers?
stay
You know what I mean?
jam, man.
And we gonna always, when something happens to somebody's family, we gonna get together right immediately, right then, and go to them and see what they need.
We ain't gonna
help 'em.
Nah, this beginning of something great. We ain't gonna wait till something happen.
We're gonna
This
sit
be
here and we
something-
gonna
this
talk
be
about it.
something We gonna get together and work on.
Yeah, we gonna work on
We
it.
can meet once a week, twice a month, however you want to do it.
Yeah.
Then the thing about it is, the things don't happen.
It don't happen.
Regardless.
Regardless.
But
You got to pray about it.
we got, you know what I'm saying? Long as we, like you said a few minutes ago, you reach one,
1, 2.
or two, whatever. Long as we doing our part.
It,
See, we can't see a lot of people, a lot of parents, people in general. It's on the problem and effect.
and let me say
You know what I'm
this:
saying?
it ain't got to
So-
be strictly the young black guys. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a
Anybody.
little softball team, girls
Anybody.
softball team. You feel me?
Anybody.
A lot of them ain't got no daddies. You know, we gotta just no matter we put
set
in
a good example across the
put in
board.
$10 a piece. They go play a game. We buy their food, they snacks. You know what I'm saying?
Because-
We got to get into the community.
Because see, the thing,
As in black men.
The last thing I want to say before the time run out, the last thing I want to say is, we can sit here and talk till we blue in the face. If we don't put forth that action, put forth that first foot, we ain't no better than the one that doing it. We ain't no better than the one that doing
One
it.
person gonna take a group.
It's gonna take a village.
One person just going out there, ain't gonna
A village.
Before we get out of here, you only got
Let me say something.
about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Is there anything you want the world to know about you as of right now today? Just don't spill
The
it out.
closing on episode 1.
I'm a changed man. I'm a Christian. I go to church every Sunday, but you know the devil is so busy. And I'm going to try to live God's way, because there ain't no other way. And that's going to be coming back, dealing with these young brothers. Each and every time that we need to get together and talk and try to save somebody's life.
Right.
We're going to do this. And starting till this day and this night, everybody sitting around here, we got a duty to make this work, and we hope and pray that it go off in other towns and let the people see it, what we deformed here tonight, what we brought together. And we want to take some hearts and some souls to help this generation, this young generation, come to their senses.
Well, there
See
you
what
have
I
it.
need? I need everybody to throw their deuces up in here, man.
Throw your deuces.
Hey, look.
You heard yourself from the man that did it all, that seen it all.
Mississippi Tone, man.
Mississippi Tone.
Tone.
Done been there and done that.
Man, the myth, the legend.
We out here spreading positivity
Hey,
and
we-
spreading the love.
And we got the deuces up. We out.
I got one more thing to say.
Keep them deuces up.
Keep the faith and keep it playing with truth, not with lies.
You feel me?
We out.
That's it.
Just like that.
We
We
out.
out.
Yeah.
Catch
That's
y'all
all.
on enough.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.